Hold on tight, everyone, because The View is in full meltdown mode right now. Karoline Leavitt, bold, brilliant, and unapologetically conservative, just rocked the entire mainstream media. And get this, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, and Sunny Hostin were left completely blindsided. The craziest part? She didn't even have to step on their stage to make it happen. This all unfolded after yet another biased and condescending jab from The View.
She's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
Karoline didn't just stay silent. She fired back with such force that she might have single-handedly pushed the show toward cancellation. Her scathing response tore through their hypocrisy, shredded their worn-out narratives, and dragged the entire show through the dirt, all with effortless precision. And now, the backlash is so intense that rumors are swirling about ABC executives debating whether to pull the plug on The View for good. Yeah, it's that serious. So, what exactly did Karoline say that sent Whoopi into a full-blown meltdown, left Joy rattled in her seat, and actually had Sunny speechless for once? Oh, trust me, you don't want to miss this. But before we break it all down, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more raw, unfiltered updates. Did you subscribe? Perfect, let's dive in.
The View hosts have got themselves into hot water again after they did the very thing they purport to be against, undermining women's success. Joy Behar stunned viewers when she said Donald Trump's press secretary, 27-year-old Karoline Leavitt, only secured her position because of her good look.
She's probably been put in there because according to Donald Trump, she's a 10. You know that's what it is.
I want to be clear, though, it's not her first job. It was her first press briefing. She worked in the previous Trump administration.
The comment was bizarre, especially coming from Joy Behar, who is as woke as they come and positions herself as a champion of feminism. This online commentator said, disgusting Joy Behar of The View accuses Karoline Leavitt of being hired only because Donald Trump thought she was...
Let's set the scene. The View took aim at Karoline Leavitt. Again. Why? Because she's young, conservative, and refuses to play by their rules. And this time, the attacks were even nastier, more condescending, and downright ridiculous. Joy Behar, oozing her usual smugness, sneered at Karoline, suggesting she only scored her White House role because of her appearance. Sound familiar? Meanwhile, Whoopi Goldberg, never one to let facts spoil a good rant, insisted that without wokeness, Karoline wouldn't even have a platform to speak on.
I would like this young lady this is her first job, I would like her to do a little homework. Because she said something yesterday that really pissed me off. And that was, she said, there will be no wokeness here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Because without that wokeness, you might not have that job.
Yeah.
Because women were not invited to that table. Women were not invited to many tables in this nation. The reason we fought and busted our behinds to make sure that you didn't have to worry about this. And now to hear you talk about it and to hear anybody talk about the wokeness was put in place for a reason. Because black people couldn't get into colleges. Because women could not get into the colleges they wanted to go to. This is all women. Yeah. See, this is not black, Asian women. This is all women. Women were not invited to this party. It was a man's world, and we busted our asses to make sure that this was a person's world.
This commentator said, Whoopi is mansplaining the press secretary job to Karoline Leavitt. Hilarious.
And Sunny Hostin? She stuck to her usual playbook, turning everything into a conversation about race. But Karoline wasn't about to let that slide. Instead of brushing it off, she hit back with a response so savage that The View's producers are probably still trying to recover.
His opponents are saying to this very day the same rhetoric that led to those two attempts. The second attempt on President Trump's life echoed the sentiment that President Trump is a democracy. And if you're a deranged lunatic and you're mentally ill, you will believe that lie, and yes, you will take political like we have seen in two instances against President Trump. Tim Walz and Kamala Harris said that everyone who showed up to President Trump's rally at Madison Square Garden was a That's despicable, dangerous, divisive rhetoric that is spewed by the Democrat Party every single day. And I'm so sick and tired of the media pointing the finger at Donald Trump and saying that he is sowing division in this country. He is not. The media is for pushing hoaxes like the one that you all pushed today, and the Democrat Party is for pushing lies about him. But the good news is Americans don't buy it. And that's why today in 2024, President Trump is more popular than he has been since 2016, because people don't trust the media.
Karoline didn't just clap back. She obliterated them in a viral video that blew up across social media. She exposed The View for what they really are, a panel of bitter, out-of-touch elites who claim to empower women while tearing down anyone who refuses to fall in line. And she didn't hold back. Joy Behar? She's the perfect example of modern feminism. If you're a conservative woman, they'll mock your looks and dismiss your success. So much for empowering women, right? And Whoopi says I wouldn't be here without wokeness? Please. I earned my place through hard work. Unlike the unqualified DEI hires they parade around on The View. And Sunny Hostin, of all people, wants to lecture me about privilege? Give me a break. Ouch. But then came the knockout punch, the line that left everyone speechless. The View doesn't want strong women. They want women who stick to their script. And I'm not playing their game. Boom. The moment her video hit, the internet, Twitter went into a frenzy. Within minutes, Darsh Cancel The View and Karoline Leavitt's The View were trending. But believe it or not, things only got worse for The View.
These women are completely out of touch with reality, and you're right, ABC should wake up.
They didn't see this coming. They thought they could mock Karoline, brush her aside, and move on. Instead, they unleashed their worst nightmare. Far from hurting her reputation, they gave her career a massive boost. She was already a rising conservative star. Now she's a household name. Behind the scenes, ABC executives are in full-blown panic mode. Insider leaks reveal that producers are furious about how badly this scandal reflects on the network. Talk of major shakeups is spreading fast, with Joy Behar and Whoopi's names surfacing in some very uncomfortable conversations. Translation? They might finally be on their way out. Even The View's own audience is turning against them. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. The View claims to empower women, but tears down anyone who doesn't follow their agenda. Karoline Leavitt just exposed them for the frauds they are. And the sponsors? Oh, it's not looking good. Some major brands are reportedly rethinking their ad placements. After all, who wants their name tied to this PR disaster? At this point, the writing's on the wall. The View has been playing with fire for years, but this time, they might have finally burned themselves beyond repair. The backlash is snowballing, the hypocrisy is undeniable, and now ABC faces a tough decision. Clean house or cancel the show entirely? Because let's face it, The View thrives on controversy, but when the backlash outweighs the ratings, it's game over. And right now, they're skating on very thin ice. Could this really be the moment The View collapses for good? Now it's your turn. Did The View finally push too far? Was Karoline Leavitt's response the reality check the media desperately needed? And do you think ABC will actually pull the plug after this disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss another media meltdown.